Alright, so Battle Brothers, a mercenary sim in a low fantasy setting where the game just absolutely fucking hates you. This is a game that has recently taken up very much of my limited spare time, having invested around 80 hours in it within the span of 3 weeks. That is an average of around 4 hours per day rounded up if my math is correct. And I'm old, so my time is already quite limited.
I'm genuinely sweating out of my f***ing asshole here. You know what I mean? Battle Brothers is a game that thrives on RNG. Not only is there a suspenseful dice rolling mechanic, but there is also a modicum of brute force. Sure, you can argue that there are certain games that has aspects of RNG, like Dark Souls combat, RimWorld's fucking name generation, whatever, or that stupid fucking avalanche map in Super Mario Party, which obviously is not RNG.
What is RNG within video games?
In video games, RNG plays a significant role in adding variety, excitement, and uncertainty.
So, to simplify what RNG means, it is simply put generating a random set of numbers where it is quite unpredictable to find out what the number is actually going to be.
Nice car.
And in today's video, we're going to embark on the most saturated YouTube trope in history, that being surviving 100 days in Battle Brothers. Hey, nice! I've had it. Fuck you, you little bitch. How does this thing even fucking work, man? Just aim and shoot? Oh shit, man!
Get your ass back here, boy!
Oh hell no! Alright, what are the odds? 33% hit chance. We take those. What even fucking is that? Upon creating a new playthrough, I decided to go with one of the more standard approaches to the game, selecting the new company origin and settling on a acceptable company name and banner, and setting the late game crisis to random, and thus we're ready to embark on this hellish adventure. I'm gonna fucking regret this. On the first day, we got a general understanding of our whereabouts and the overall regions on the map. Afterwards, we traveled to the closest city within our vicinity, which will be the port town of Grafenhaven. Grafenhaven, which is under House Folsar's rule, wasn't the most pleasant of towns in the region, but work was plentiful and hirelings was everywhere. I'm not too keen on this contract that we got offered here, but I don't know. The thing about clearing out brigands and the like in such early stages of the game is that the risk compared to the reward you gain is just not fruitful enough. It tends to have a plethora of casualties and permanent injuries, which is something we have to avoid at all costs during the early stages of the game. After more digging, we eventually found some more suitable work to our current skill level. A simple transportation job to the hamlet of Flatland. I mean, us getting paid 300 crowns for traveling this short distance, like, it could have been a lot worse, is what I'm trying to say here, I guess. Upon making it into Flatland, we'd successfully completed our first contract and headed to the tavern to celebrate.
With our small band safely making it through the marshes of Flatland and being well hungover from yesterday's bar crawl, we decided to stick around in town in search of some potential job prospects. Surely in a small place like this there has to be some odd jobs men with our expertise can fulfill. The next day our objective was to purchase some equipment for our recruits so they didn't only have fishnets to defend themselves with. I'm telling you, man, the mace shield combo is busted. We then selected our company's objective and started tracking down some thieves for our newest contract and quickly found them. We're slightly outnumbered by one guy, but I think it should be fairly easy to win this regardless. Like, we have a lot of versatile troops, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Arbalist, 50% hit chance. Yeah, okay. With the enemies closing into our position, we sent forward our defensive units to protect our Arbalist from any damage. Due to the fact our Arbalist quickly proved to be our winning factor in this ongoing skirmish. Oh fuck. I hoped I could repel him more. Alright, Woodsman, you're up. Let's try and do like a Tryndamere AoE attack or something. Okay, let's go! All that was left now was encircle the remaining thieves and kill them one by one. Nice, man. First combat, no casualties. After 5 rounds of combat, we stood victorious with no casualties, only a few minor bruises, and some leveled up characters. The Woodsman had earned a leveled up from his 3 kills in the skirmish, so he boosted his overall stats and returned to the tavern yet again. Alright,
So we're currently on day 3, and so far so good. We gotta sell some leftover junk, new armor for you, and new armor for you. We decided to travel to other towns in search of more fruitful contracts, so we headed further southwest. On the way though, we got a small visit from some brigands on the road. As we made it towards the outskirts of the fishing village, we quickly found out that although it might not be the prettiest of sights to behold, it had a lot of job opportunities. One contract we found of interest was to slay some monsters which had been killing the peasants of the village. We spent several hours searching for the tracks of the monsters, roaming all the way down to the southeastern coast to the mountainous ridges to the west. Eventually though, we did manage to find some tracks and follow them down the coast. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So why do I hate these things? You see, the Nachts are these small, ugly, kobold-looking creatures which are weak on their own but level up like fucking Pokemon. Upon eating a dead corpse, they can evolve up to 3 stages, and the bigger they get, the harder they are to fight. So you gotta make sure that every single time you fight them, you keep a close distance to them, because if you allow them to get near a body, they're gonna eat it, evolve, and that's a pain in the fucking ass. They're a living example of the Mafia City mobile ads. With the Nachts entering our zone of control, we decided to send our Arbalest closer to his target, with of course the shield wall defending him from incoming attacks. Big man goes up to the rear so that he can hold our flank. With our defenses now in place, it was vital for us to play as safely as we possibly could, even though we outnumbered the Nachts. So I think as long as we keep our pikeman and Arbalest safe, that we should be able to win this fairly easily. After blocking attacks left and right, we gradually managed to eliminate one of the Nachts, and things were looking pretty optimistic in our favor. The men hadn't been wounded, and we had managed to deal damage to most of the pests. I saw that coming, to be honest. And then you can go here and hold a flank. After repelling multiple attacks, our shield bearer eventually faced defeat. Okay, we still have 2 shields that can replace him, so we're good. The hit chances aren't too good, but okay. Well, I didn't aim at him, but I take that as a valiant effort, I guess. Okay, let's see. Fuck. With our pikeman now exposed, we sent forward another shield wall. I was just starting to wonder that if potentially one of these guys... No fucking way. No! Oh my days, dude. Fuck. With casualties on both sides of the battle, victory wasn't too far out of reach, but if we were gonna win this fight, we would have to play our cards right, and the RNG gods would have to be at our side. With our defenses broken, our best course of action was to just play as aggressively towards the Nachts as we possibly could. With death of half of our company and the men wavering, we decided to play as aggressively as we could and try and eliminate the lesser threats so we could focus on the larger solo evolved Nach. After several rounds of back and forth bashing and slashing, we eventually stood victorious on the battlefield. Okay, nice. But at a heavy cost. After the battle, we were left with 2 deceased comrades and the remaining wounded, but still alive. We looted the little equipment that was left over and assessed the damage of our shield bearers. Yeah, I think he's gonna depart from our company. It's like he has a permanent injury and we're level 1, so. We collected our pay of 470 crowns from our Pyrrhic victory, and afterwards, we decided to leave this cursed place behind and travel further south in search of riches and new opportunities for our company to grow and flourish. But there lies dangers to the south which are unheard of in the west. This video was made possible thanks to the generous pledgers over on patreon.com, links in the description. A huge thank you to Banging Bobby, Saint PD, Poppy Carl, Venus Lefave, Trashman, Cyrax_66, Shattered Tundra, Terra, The Ungentleman, and Taco Bye. So thank you so much for watching. I presume that you're subscribed, right? Surely you are. We're so close to hitting 9K. Because if you don't hit the subscribe button right now, I'm gonna cast a spell on you. Testicular torsion!